Hey, welcome back to my channel. Yes, today we are going to be doing this beautiful top. If this is what you want to see, keep on watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's go styling. Today we are going to be doing a very beautiful top, and what you'll be needing is this beautiful fabric over here. It is a chiffon fabric, sky blue chiffon fabric, and I have here. It's very beautiful, and I need a ruler, need a tape measure, and this is just like a belt fabric cutter, some pins, then color shock, and then a pattern paper. Bodies, you need the bodies block, both the back and the front bodies, any of the bodies. I went on to use the bodies block that I had at home already. I also need a sleeve block for this project, so let's go crafting. So the first thing to do is to place this fabric on a diagonal form. This particular top is like a cone top. You are going to place the fabric on a diagonal form, not vertical or horizontal. But first of all, identify the front of this fabric. It's a very tricky fabric, so you have to be careful. Mine is chiffon. You can use any fabric to achieve this effect, but it has to be fabric that is shifting. So I went on to place this on a bias format, identifying how wide I wanted it to be. So you have to place yours based on your fabric type, the yardage of fabric that you have. Then the next thing to do is to identify the length of the fabric that you're going, the length of the top. This bodice block is short, but I wanted mine to be 26 inches long. I wanted to be longer, so I went on to mark the length of the top and then pivoted it round. I placed a pattern paper on top of from the 26 inches length that I marked, and I allowed the neck to be very close to the fold on the fabric. That is the center front of the front bodies. Yes, I went on to pin it close. There are actually two ways you can achieve this placement. You can either allow the center front to be close to the edge, that's the fold of the fabric, or take it away from the fold of the fabric to create this shifting effect. I wanted mine to have this swing effect, that's why I shifted it away from the fold. Then I went on to mark it round, and both up and the down. Then I went on to determine how wide I wanted the opening to be, because I have to cross check it with the back from the center front to the fold. Determine how many inches you wanted based on your fabric yardage. Then go on to mark the pivot of the length of the top. Mine was 26 inches. I went on to pivot it round. This is going to give it a very good effect because it's going to be like a cone. Yes, I went on to do that. At the end of the day, I gave the smoothing out of the mark, then straighten out the line at that edge part and give it a cut out. For the back block, you are going to repeat the same process that you did for the front block by folding the fabric by 2 on diagonal format, and then repeat all the process. Make sure that you add the same measurement, the opening for the center front to meet that backboard the same way it was for the back. If not, it's not going to flow the same way. Let the opening be the same. If you're using 10 inches for the front opening, make sure that 10 inches you're going to repeat for the back opening to create a very unique flow for both the back and the front. Yes, so I went on to pin mine when I have already identified or desired length was already achieved, the desired opening was already achieved. So I went on to mark the side lines, then pivoted it around just the way I did for the front bodies. Yes, so I also created, the effect, that cone effect. It is very important that you pivot it around to create that cone effect at the mouth of the top. Yes, and when you're marking it, make sure it is starting from the beginning at that neck point. Yes, that is where it should start from. Then lengthen that part that connects to the length of the top. Give it a nice cut out. Yes, So I went on to cut out both the front and the back bodies. For the back, I created an opening because it was a high neck of 5 inches. Then I slant it open. Yes, like just like so. I slant it open to so that I enable my hair to enter effectively. I went on to cut the sleeves also. Went on to cut the sleeve block. And cutting the sleeve block, make sure that you add extra allowance for the elastic. I cut these bias also for the necktie, and then these are the all the things that I cut out. For the top, I cut out all the 3 piece. Then I went on to open the right side, place it right side to the right side. Yes, for the back block and the front block together, pin the shoulder, and then went on to pin the sides together and the both sides. I pinned it to not to enable it to shift, so I went on to use the sewing machine to join it. But before joining it, I created just a little opening there whereby I can pass through that rope that I showed you at the beginning. I can insert it through it to knot it at the back if you want to. That is optional. I'm done joining it, and this is how it looks like. I've done biasing, I taped the neck with bias, then I went over and then hem it down. Then the back had this tie. Yes, I used this knot to round the back. I didn't want it to have hook and eye or anything. I wanted to have this rope. I can either put it in the front or put it at the back, but basically I want to be using it at the back, so that rope will allow the back to hold together because it's a high neck back. Then I went on to reduce the length of the top. It is a high-low effect. The back length is longer than the front length, so I just wanted it to have that effect over there. So in case I don't want to tuck it in, I can decide to fly it out, and it's going to be looking like just so beautiful like this. So for the sleeves, this sleeve is going to be having the particular concept on it. This particular video or tutorial, this particular class is a 2-in-1 class. The second part of this class is going to be showing us how we're going to be fixing the effect on the sleeve. There's going to be a ruffles on the sleeve, so I'll be doing that in the second part of this video. For the other part is going to be plain, and I'm going to be finishing it with elastic band. This is a half-inch elastic, and it just has the wrist area, so I'll just be using part of the elastic, just like 6 inches or 7 inches, depends on your wrist measurement. I've gone ahead to sew it up, then I left an half-inch opening to enable me pass the elastic effectively. So I'll go on to pass the elastic, but I won't pass the elastic on the second sleeve because of that effect I want to create on it. So I hope you enjoyed this class. I would love to see what you did with yours. See you in the part 2.